Hey guys, I am so sorry about that. We had some major technical difficulties and I am not sure what was going on, but we're getting getting you back on the feed. You're back. You can hear
We're
me
back. I can hear you. You look much better.
now? I was like, what is going on? So this happened with my friend Johanna as well. This happened to her. So I'm wondering if it had a glitch to do with some of the multitasking things with everything going on. Anyway, so I'm now only streaming on 2, guys. So if you're here and you're back, I'm on YouTube, and the Tarot one, I'm not in the group because I think that was what was hanging it up, because I saw all of the flags on there. So I ripped it off.
A lot clearer.
Yeah, much better.
Yeah. So if you guys are on, if you can share to the Harmonia Friends group, I'd appreciate it, because they might not see that if they're not on the public pages. So, and Sam, I was actually could hear your story, which was frustrating because I wanted to ask more questions about this whole entity thing that you had.
Sure. You answer questions. There you go.
Fire away, because I didn't realize I was going to get ambushed tonight.
So, yeah, right. Now you're going to get ambushed. So, what was it like to feel? Because, you know, Lisa obviously helped you through that whole situation. What was it like for you to feel on that? Like to ask, you know, to be open to that, to be open to that advice.
I didn't really ask. I didn't really ask.
Okay.
I was curious, and so I don't have to ask her anything. She's going to tell me anyways. And so,
that's a good point.
But we feed off of each other's energies, and so when she's excited about something, I want to know about it, and so it makes me want to go dive into it as well to find out what's there and what it's about, and whether I do anything with it or not, that's a different story. I just want to understand what she's experiencing, so that, you know, she used to laugh, you know, and make this comment all the time. I love you so much. I really appreciate you not putting me in the mental ward, and because most husbands would, she said. And I'm like, well, you're good, because, you know, we're a team. This isn't, you know, if I'm going to go crazy, you're going right along the road with me. I'm driving the bus, damn it. So, but so yeah, there really was never any, you know, like breaching any questions or anything. It wasn't nothing like that. And now I will say, when I was learning, I mean, I would ask her questions, but I would go to other people to teach me. I guess the husband in me was like, yeah, whatever. The teacher says, you know, teacher says to do it this way. And, you know, and I went and did do the same teacher. So it wasn't like I went to somebody altogether different. So, although, no, I did. Yeah, anyways. So, yeah.
Squirrel.
Anyway, yeah, squirrel. That's
usually it's Lisa who you're saying that to.
You know what? It's really funny.
When she rolls the eyes, I've gone down the squirrel.
We got married when we were 18. We ran away and got married and didn't tell anybody. And it's funny because he's like, I don't want to listen to her, and it's because he moved out of his house and got married.
We're gonna tell this one.
So he didn't have to have anybody tell him what to do anymore.
So I didn't have to listen to my mother anymore.
Yeah.
Which I love my mother to no end. Don't think anything of it. But 18 years old, I was tired of listening to my parents telling me what to do, yada, yada, yada. So,
but yeah. Sorry,
so I married this young lady at the time to tell me what to do.
But he does not take classes from me. He just don't. So
I take bits and pieces of things that I learned from her watching. I'm a watcher. I watch things happen. I try to experience it myself. I'm not a person that can sit down and read a book and say, oh, okay, I got this. I may have to read it and do it as I'm going. I'm very much a hands-on person. I've got to experience it. I've got to, if I'm putting something, thank you. I've got to put it together myself. And so
I'm too bossy.
Anyhow, yeah. Yes, she is. You're doing it wrong. No, but Anyways,
You're muted or something.
Yeah, I was.
There you go.
I was
Okay.
fixing my mic. You can hear me now.
Yeah.
So here's what I love about you two. I love that you both bust on each other publicly.
oh, we do all the
It,
time.
it
All the
shows
time.
the love. It
All the
shows the
time.
appreciation. But I also want to get, guys, and I'm sorry again for all the technical difficulties, and I will call this part 2 of the interview since I was missing for half of it. But you know what? It was Sam's show. So Sam finally.
No.
Sam, I used to make did I not joke and say that I was going to mute you? I think this is what I get. This is called karma. So we were on Crystal. What is Crystal?
You did mute us. You did mute us.
Yeah.
I did mute you. And then I unmuted you, but I told him that if he was not going to behave, I was going to mute him. And then I got booted for my own show. Guys, that is karma.
Karma. Yes, Aaron, we can see you. Karma.
It happens. It's real.
It does.
I'm always on my best behavior.
Yeah. So let's talk
I've got a bridge I want to sell you too.
Okay.
So
Go
let's
ahead.
talk about these events that you guys have. Because I know that you have done a couple of these, but the big one's coming up for October, which is in Halloween. And
Yes.
so I'm really excited for this one because you asked me to be a part of it as well. And it's going to be at Salem, Massachusetts. How awesome is that? I know that we're staying in the outside of it, but literally we're going into Salem for Sunday for Halloween. But can you talk about this trip and what inspired you to get this get together?
Well, I really think we had a lot of people asking to do Salem at Halloween. And I mean, a lot of people were going, okay, well, what do we want to do? Because we did Savannah and we had so much fun at Savannah. And I was impressed and awed and humbled by how many people just showed up just to sit and talk. We had a blast. But then we were like, okay, well, what are we going to do next? We had absolutely had the cruise planned where we were going to be on the cruise. And I was a speaker on the cruise and, just COVID and all that. So we're not doing that now. So we were looking for another large event to do and decided, well, heck, let's just do it. And it just so happened, we were trying to book a couple weeks in advance of Halloween. And I had no intentions of being there on Halloween because I know what we're going into. I know we're going into a massive amount of people. Right. And it just, everything fell into place where it was Halloween weekend. So we're actually going to Gloucester, right outside of Salem, for the Friday evening and Saturday all day. And go ahead.
I was going to say, if I have your guys' website on here, but I'm actually putting a link to a landing page to get to both of our areas. So if you guys go to this link, you'll be able to see purchase entry. That's going to My Mystical Life. And then there's also going to be an area where you can pre-register with me for a private reading. Now she's going to have a bunch of readers, which she's getting at to right now. So I'm going to go ahead and let her talk about that.
So this year we decided, because the space we were able to get, once again, COVID, the space we were able to get, we could only fit 3 or 4 readers in. So we really didn't want to overfill our space. We're not able to take full capacity because of, everything going on. And so we have you, which we're so pleased that you just said yes, so you're going to be on Sunday morning. And so you have that 9:15 to 10:45 slot somewhere in that area there. But we have multi-medium events. We have Laura Keating going to be there. She'll be doing readings and mediumship, and Nancy Bulliard will be there doing oracle cards, and Vicki McHale will be there probably doing psychic readings as well. So there's a good group of people that people can pre-book if they want to make sure they get a slot, because there's only a few readers, right?
And I encourage people to do that. I do
too.
That, especially for my subscribers, because I know I have a big East Coast following. If you want to join me, guys, this is the only time where I'm offering mini readings like this, because you know me, I'm too busy to have all of these private mini readings, so I only sporadically do them. This is like a one-time thing I probably will not have this for the rest of the year. So that's slots, and I'm only available on Saturday. Sunday I'm doing the panel that Lisa had mentioned. So, right. And then for the other readers, they're going to fill up quickly. So make sure you pre-register on the pages.
Oh, I agree. I really feel like because we're not just advertising within the groups and everything, we're also advertising the event within Gloucester. So we're really trying to make sure our numbers are good and everybody is busy and all of that. The stuff that we want to do is build community, and that's what we're really trying to do. So it's fun. That's what this is about. This is about fun, and I think that's what we try to gear everything we do towards, but we have 2 mediumship galleries that are going on Saturday. We're going to try and meet for dinner Friday night. 2 mediumship galleries on Saturday. We have we're going to do a drumming circle so we can annoy the conference area, and no, not really, but whatever. And then that evening we're doing seance. We're going to have spirit circle and table tipping and a lot of really fun
tables for that too.
Right. This is Auntie in the back. She is
Auntie.
One we just picked up for this, and she's super excited to go. I don't know. But then we're going to head to Salem, right? So then on Sunday morning. So we'll have some closing talks after you, and then we're doing photography courtesy of the beautiful Tanya Lee.
Yes.
And he's trying to figure out where to point to her. There she is. No, there she is. And but we're going to do costume contest. And I mean to tell you, is Great Aunt Gertie coming? I'm sure we'll have Great Aunt Gertie there. So the costume contest is going to be a lot of fun. We have some incredible prizes. And we're going to move the camera. So everybody, I hope you don't all get sick, but we brought the amethyst towers into the room here into our office.
Oh, I'm
so they're right behind us, and we cannot pick them up. We can't set them on anything. We were looking around the house going, what's strong enough to hold them without crushing? So
we don't have anything here that wouldn't get crushed.
Yeah. So Mr. Fry is going to, we're going to move a little bit so you guys can see the towers.
Oh my God.
So they are fairly large, and that's as close as I can get to them. But
look at those babies.
Yeah. Now there will be shipping available. We will make sure that people can get things shipped, and we're probably just going to bring the one. I don't know. Yeah, we'll probably just bring one. I don't know.
I'm driving. You just put them in my trunk.
We're gonna have to build crates for them, and they'll have to be shipped freight.
Yeah, for sure.
And so just know whoever wins it is going to have to pay freight on it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be like in an Indiana Jones box.
It's going to, it'll be packed in there real nice.
Yeah.
So,
but we wanted to make sure we had good prizes, and that's just one of them. We have actually a custom made.
One is for we haven't determined which one's going to be for the costume party or the costume contest.
Well, the narrow one is for just attendance.
Oh,
so you just attend and you get a ticket.
I guess that's
the one I've been advertising that way.
Roger that.
You just attend and you get a ticket. Okay, we're not going to be offering any outside tickets for that particular piece. So the other one I'm still formulating and planning, but we have a custom quilt that's been donated by Dream of Color Quilts that is all crows. It's a murder of crows. It's called. It is so cool. And then of course we have a giveaway coming up with.
I guess I should show some of my giveaway too. Do you want to see that one?
Yeah. I didn't know she was. Okay.
I have an amazing friend. Guys, if you don't know me, I have been a Comic-Con for years, but I also cover Comic-Cons. I was a photographer for one of the main industries. So I know a lot of vendors. And one of the women out there, she started off just doing custom purses in a small table. Her name is Top Notch. And she went from just doing small purses to a mobile bus to having her own store. Awesome. She's huge on Facebook, but she has a custom. Look at this.
Oh my Lord.
Purse.
Oh,
so this is a dip. It's actually considered a nurse purse, like for nurses, like an old nurse medical bag, but it's got a witch design on there. Awesome. Got it for just this event, and it's going to be filled with goodies. So for your event as well. So there's going to be a lot of fun stuff. I'm all about giveaways, so I find some cool stuff.
I love giveaways as well. Yeah, whenever you can get me a picture of that so I can get it on the
Yeah.
webpage. Amazing.
I will send that to you so that you have it. But yeah,
We're all over here fiending for it.
it's just so pretty. It's so pretty. And I'll
Now
send you a
I have to
link
look
to
it
it too. She's got a lot of witchy stuff too on there
Yeah.
too. If you guys want it before the trip, we'll set something up for you guys for your group.
Oh, that's amazing. So we have so many incredible things planned. And when it comes to going to Salem, we figure about noon, we're going to leave to head to Salem for that afternoon. And we just know you either can go to Salem or not. You're still, if you dress up, you're in the costume contest. You don't have to go to Salem if you don't want to. But it is, I think, it's one of those experiences that, okay, we know there's going to be people on the corners telling us, that it's Salem.
Yeah, it's on Halloween. Like, why wouldn't you go out and enjoy it?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Well, we figure there will be COVID people and
people that are against what we're heading out there doing. And it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay because that's their story. This is ours.
It's their journey.
But we're going to have so much fun and we're super excited about it. This is going to be one of our very first major activities next year. Provided we're not in Hawaii, even if we're in Hawaii, Halloween, the month of October, we're going to have a fairly large psychic fair by New Orleans.
Nice.
We're not sure where,
I'm all about New Orleans.
I
just love New Orleans just for the history.
Mm-hmm,
just for the history itself. And it has, guys, because I am a World War II buff. I know, it's so weird, but I'm obsessed with World War II. Probably because my Oppa was in it from Germany. But they have the largest World War II museum. It's about 4 to 5 blocks. It's amazing. You could spend 2 weeks in there. 2 weeks. I mean, I only had a day, but it was amazing. It was amazing. I would say like a week in there just to hang out. And
I didn't know that. We may have to go early. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that's good information.
I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
And they switch it up. So the dedicated buildings for each areas, each country. It's phenomenal. It's like coolest museum I've ever been to.
Yeah, that's cool. We'll have to check that out. Definitely. I didn't know it was there. I didn't know. But yeah. So I mean, that's so we're going to be there the 29th, 30th, and 31st, and just for the fun. For the fun. And
we probably will stay a day or so over.
Yeah.
To go up to Maine and
have a lobster.
Have a lobster? You're right there.
Have a lobster.
So what else is going on for your membership? Can you talk a little bit about that for the new subscribers to the channel who don't really know about your membership? I know you talked a little bit about it, but there's different tiers. And guys, you can find that stuff on their website, which is posted here. But if you can talk a little bit about the different things that are available within the tiers.
Sure. This is me. Okay. I was just waiting to see who was talking. So
I know my place.
Oh, whatever. On every level, you are going to receive of the membership the world's best community, which is really what the most important thing is. 4 classes a month, mostly Zoom classes, where you can get on and they're interactive and you can ask questions, which we think is really important. And if we're traveling, it's going to be a pre-recorded class, because sometimes that just happens. Then there's guided meditations. You will always get a guided meditation. All the guided meditations are shamanic journeys. And usually there's something like a channeling session or an interview in there as well, in addition to being put into the closed community on the webpage and the private community on Facebook, that now we've branched off into having members have specific days that people can claim to get on and have discussions. And I have to tell you, I'm enjoying that. I am having so much fun watching people share their ideas, and everybody sparks conversations, because we don't know everything. We don't want to.
And that was what I was going to say too, is that, again, we host the site, we teach some classes, but we're also learning in those same classes from all the members that are, because their opinions and their experiences, they're real. Okay. You can't fake that. And so we're learning a lot of times just as much as we think we're teaching. And it's so amazing when people start really, getting in and getting interactive with it. And, is, some folks come here and they sit and listen, and that, that's where their comfort is. And
we have silent members.
Oh yeah. And then we have some that are right in there just throwing it all back, and it's awesome.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So in addition to that, we have we give crystal discounts. So the silver level is 10%, which, by the way, I have to tell you, most of the time covers people's shipping when they're in the crystals. At least
this kind alone is amazing.
Yeah. So,
really.
And then we do giveaways. So this is just a silver level. Every person in the silver level gets one ticket unless they're doing something extracurricular, which we have a post about that. But there's ways to earn extra tickets into the giveaways because we try to have spectacular giveaways. We want
you
to
do.
have spectacular giveaways.
And your giveaways are always so generous. I
over
believe.
the top.
Yeah, over the top generous. And the other thing I love, go ahead, Sam.
We have such a great community. We have a lot of people in this. I try to pick, because every month we do a crystal giveaway for our members, and I try to pick the nice pieces that I would want to have in my collection. And so this is an example of what. This is an example of what we're giving away for the month of August. This amethyst piece on a stand here. So,
God. It's so pretty.
But so this is this month's giveaway. And, the only thing, if you're a silver member, you get one ticket automatically with your monthly membership. And if you're a gold member, you get 2 tickets automatically for the month. And then if you're a platinum member, you get 3 tickets for the month.
So.
And it's free. Your membership is part of the tab. But anyways, that's why it's a giveaway. It's not a raffle, and
you can't call it a raffle.
It's not a raffle, and so it's just a customer appreciation.
What that was amethyst, correct?
Yeah.
That is correct. Amethyst. Yeah, I know it's got the lighting on it.
Yeah, it doesn't do it justice.
But yeah, it is an amethyst, and it's got some calcite pockets on it too.
So. That's the silver level. That's just this $11 a month, $11 a month. I buy 2 cups of coffee a day, and that's gone. But it really is, Renee Shellums. It's a membership. It says membership, but it's really community. And the gold level, you get 15%, and then you get included in on the remote healing sessions. So the gold level gets you the remote healing sessions and all of these things, by the way, are recorded. So what makes this really, really great is if somebody joins, we've already been doing this over a year. Mm-hmm. We have 4 classes a month in the library. They're all available. Every single one. So they're not just getting, and I get people that are like, oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed. And I'm like, start at the beginning and then just go with what you're pulled to. So there's so many different things. And then you have all those healing sessions with Sam, which are amazing. And then you go to the platinum level and you get all of those things to start with anyways. And then you move on to, if we have any blooper reels, which we haven't put any out in a while, but they really are funny. And then you get a half an hour coaching session a month as well, saying, hey, I'm working on and this is all geared towards increasing your intuition, right? So becoming more aware of everything going on around you and feeling supported doing so. That's it.
And it's so important for us as light workers, and even I consider myself a light worker and a dark worker, but in any realm, collaborating with one another and working with one another and utilizing each other's gifts to just really to help the mass, because there's just so many things. Like how I told you, I said, I don't have time. I have so many people who come to me and say, I want to know more. I want to know more. I'm like, all right, well, you should go to Lisa's group because I don't have time. Like I don't have as much as I want to. It's not my forte to do everything. Right. We can't wear all the hats. So why not work together in that level? And I still teach too, but I can be able to pick and choose what I teach, Right. So, and you also have a cool free, you're having a event, I believe in a week, is it, for your Trance Channel event? So you want to talk about that too?
Sure. I just kind of put the event out there, and I'm shocked and amazed at how many people have already signed up because I have 2 different venues where they can sign up. It's Trance Mediumship Healing, and it is really basically a mediumship session where I sit and I hold the space and bring in past loved ones, ascended masters, guides, anybody that wants to work with you and work on the spiritual level, the physical level, the soul level of creating healing for the person, because they're all connected, right? All those things are connected. You have one issue and it bleeds over into other areas. And that healing session is new to my book. And I've been doing them for probably a month now. And I absolutely love them. And like I said, I just opened the book, and Tanya was actually one of the people that experienced it today. So, but that is going to be done in a group setting. So you can go to My Mystical Life on Facebook, and it's a pinned post at the top. It's super pink. There's lots of pink there.
Let me put it on here for you.
And it will take you to this site that's eventually, it'll give you the link for it. But the reason you kind of really need to follow the directions when it comes to if you hit the event, go to the event, is because you need to know how to prep for this. It's not like we're just going to sit there and you're not, it is my hope and your guide's hope as well that you're open to accept. So there's talking about atmosphere and, there's some things in there, but I've really been stretching my mediumship out and working in a lot of trance lately. And that particular energy healing session is just, I love it. And today's results with you, I was kind of like, I was talking to Sam, I'm like, I was talking.
And that's what we were talking about. You're okay if I bring up a little bit of my session. Right? All right. I'm okay with bringing certain things up. So one of the things in my experience, guys, because I trance channel as well, and I don't do it much publicly. I'll be offering it. You'll see it on Sunday. If you guys are at Salem, I'll be doing that Sunday morning. So you'll be able to experience that. But that's how I feel comfortable channeling. And the funny thing is while we're going through this meditative state, I felt called to, and now Lisa did say to me, if you feel called to talk or anything, I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to talk. I'm meditating. I'm in my thing. I'm not going to talk. Well, my higher self was coming out and talking. And I was kind of like hearing myself talk. I'm like, did I just talk? I'm like, did I just talk? And she was answering me. And I was just like thinking that was like part of it. And she's like, Tanya, I got to tell you, that's the first time I was like, well, I'm used to that. So it's weird. It's like almost like I was calling in vibration what I needed. And you just went right into it. So it was really cool.
It was amazing. And what was because it's a trance mediumship session, it shouldn't have been so surprising to me that it was channeling. It was direct guide communication coming through, because you can feel, and I know, and I was telling her that I started to feel my head tilt back. I feel like a Pez dispenser sometimes when I'm channeling. It looks really odd. Wow. And I felt my head going back like this. And then she asked a question, scared the ever-loving daylights out of me. And I jumped like this, and I went to answer her, and my eyes just sunk down, and we were gone again. And I was like, oh, I like it.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Go back to sleep.
I told you when I do the physical medium thing, I just want to put a bag on my head. So I'm like, I look so weird. I was like, I don't feel like anyone needs to see that. Like nobody needs to see that.
But it is a conveyance of spirit. It's also another aspect of communication, isn't it? When we have shifts in personality and we have shifts in tone and our facial expressions change, I just kind of go with it now. I'm like, I could have just turned into like the Green Goblin off of Spider-Man, and I'd be all right with it because I'm not here.
It's trance, not trans. It's trance, Joanna. It's my accent, okay? It's part of my Jersey accent.
I think a lot of people do that, though. They call it trans.
Well, I say a lot of words different because I'm from Jersey, so we can't pronounce certain things right. Gotcha. Apparently.
Well, I mean,
it out.
Technically, you are kind of transforming when you're.
It's true.
So I know this is your show. And we try to do this back and forth where we're, supporting each other, because that's really what it's about. And we talked about that a little bit earlier about how we support each other in a business community as well as an intuitive community. And, I'm really, really, I want to throw out there for anybody, all your followers, because I think it was just such an amazing experience. And I know there's a couple people in the feed that were in the class as well. When you offer your next tarot class, if you guys don't join, if you haven't taken her class, you are missing out. This is an incredible instructor. She knows how to convey exactly what you need to hear about a class. And I'm telling you, your class is second to none. And I know you have another class coming up, but we're not talking about that. But we are going to talk about how amazing and what a great time I had in your tarot class. And I wanted to public.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I,
Again,
I put a lot of my heart into that. So
Yeah,
I'm
that's great.
excited.
again, I never had to ask questions.
I'm a sharer.
You were like taking the course from behind the scenes. Like, wait a minute.
No,
He'll be in your next class, actually.
Well, I don't know if I can do it. It's
Work-wise.
the hours don't work out right now. So
Right. I completely understand. So it's probably going to be, you guys will see me start advertising it in September. It's going to be towards the end of September for most of October. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit of a leeway. And I also have another mastermind workshop that I'm really excited about. I'm not quite there yet to expand on that, but you guys will hear it. Actually, the week that I'm on with you, on your channel, I think it's the 20. What did we say? The 27th.
Yes,
I think it's
the
September
27th.
I'm going to be releasing informations on my Mirror Mastermind class, so I'm really excited for that. But the Tarot workshop, I had so much fun doing this, and let me tell you guys, I was so against doing this, and here's why. I love Tarot, but I do not like how some of the times it's portrayed or taught. Now, I can't say that I've taken a regular class on it, but I've seen some of the classes out there that were available, and I felt it very dry. And I was like, no, I need this to be interactive. I don't want to teach people card by card what it is. So I always tell people when they sign up for the class, there's a big disclaimer when you sign up. If you're looking to have a book where you're kind of going through it, don't expect it, because for me, the best way to learn is to actually hold the wheel. So that is the way that I teach. And I really do give you the wheel. I mean, Lisa will tell you that there's good times where I give very little direction. Everyone's like, what are we doing? And I was like, yeah, I know. That's the whole point.
It would be like, you put your assignment in first. I don't want to go first.
It's aggressive, but in a loving, supportive way. And it was a very cool group. And all I wanted was interactive people. And I got the best group of students I could even imagine, who hung out, stuck it out. I mean, we had a really good time. So I'm really just in awe of all of you guys and how each one of you were so different but supportive, right? Because a lot of people go in there and they're fearful of Tarot. It's like, oh my God, I can't learn. It's so daunting.
Yeah. I was like, oh, that's so much to remember. I can't remember to, brush my hair most days. But it was really great. I just wanted to give you the kudos because it is a great class. And, I can't wait to have you have it come out again so I can be a cheerleader.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it. Thank you. And like I said, I'm going to have those details out in a couple of weeks so that you guys will be able to sign up for that. And I'm still doing that late bloomers discount, so you'll be able to tell that to your group as well. So,
we love that.
You guys still got that. So any other parting words? Because we're wrapping up here in time, even though we had some technical difficulties.
We're all good.
Any parting advice?
I got to run for cover for a little bit from the ambush, but
there was that break, and I'm like, dude, I did not know that was happening.
That I was going to put you in the spot like that and ask you, like, what's all that? Well, Sam, I mean,
I was under the impression this was a discussion about the Halloween event.
It is.
I didn't realize there was going to be show and tell time.
It was, but people want to get to know you who are actually going to be meeting you guys, right? Your experience and stuff. And that's how people get to know. They relate to you.
Good point.
Yeah, exactly. So, but we really appreciate, actually we really appreciate you because the venue that you go back and forth and you've been an integral part of the community. You're like, hey, don't forget to do this over here. And I'm like, I just love you. It's just amazing how you have just kind of settled right in and everybody just knows who you are. And that's great. And
the other thing that I like seeing too is that now that I see your page more often, I see a lot of our regular people.
Back and forth
it's
people.
all, I mean, we've kind of,
we're swapping people.
We've kind of, I don't want to say we've merged our groups together, but our people have crossed over both sides. So, I mean, we're seeing a lot of new folks coming from your side of the community as well. So
that's what it's about.
Yeah,
That's what
it
it's
is.
about.
It is.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I bring the Harmonite spotlights, because there's going to be more of us coming together. We're going to have more information. And like I said, you guys aren't just entry level. This is for people who are advanced as well, who need a community, right? Be able to share your
Right.
gifts with us. I
Yeah.
mean, you guys are, I mean, seriously, 1111 is what you start off with to get that community. Why? I mean, that's just silly. Come on, go in.
Yeah. They're like, don't tell them to raise their
out.
prices.
Well, you know, and frankly, you know, and I won't say that you're a perfect example of this, but the discount to the crystal store, the membership alone, typically with quite a few people, the membership alone covers the discount that you get. So it's really a wash, and sometimes, a lot of times, whoever's buying crystals is coming out way ahead because they're getting a lot more than 1111 for their money. So,
but it really is not about the money so much,
No.
because honestly, you can imagine there's 1111 a month. It adds up a little bit, but it's more about just watching people grow.
Yeah,
It's so cool. It is so cool, and we do enjoy it. So.
It is really a lot of fun to watch. And like I said, even you guys growing, I mean, how you've evolved and changed and how it's coming on here. Like you said, you're bringing on guests now, and so we learn, we evolve, and that's okay. We do that. We're in this with you guys too. So.
Well, and what's really funny, you talk about how we've evolved too. I can go to work now and I see things a lot differently at work because I see people's energies. I've always been able to sense people's energies and know if it's a good match. If it's not a good match, stay away from them, that kind of thing. But now I'm starting to see deeper into that energy, and I'm seeing other things about these people now besides just their energy, the things that they're carrying on their back, and sometimes I see people with them and shadows, not people per se, but shadows and things. So I'm picking things up everywhere now, and it's really,
it's hard to unsee once you see it.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Once you experience it. Now, I experienced a lot of this stuff when I was younger. So when I started seeing it again and like going through the experience, I was like, I'm batshit crazy. Like there's this shit. I can't tell people this stuff. Now, my family always knew I was weird and a part of that anyway. And they love me no matter what. But, one of the things that you learn in this journey is to really be authentic and embrace yourself, right? We're not just the observers. Now we're being who we truly are and accepting it. So it's about acceptance in a huge way. And you don't have to be doing this for a living, guys. It's just being aware and having that acceptance and that observation and being able to use that in everyday things. You can have it in regular conversations and see this stuff, be aware of it, right? Changing like how you can react to things, because we always have a choice how we react. We do.
Exactly.
But you're stepping back, right? We're not becoming that like just everyday paper pushers kind of doing our thing, having our coffee, not realizing what left's, about to do that. And you can see people doing it, right? I mean, have you ever been walking by in a store and you're just like, that person is so like not even here. They're like, are they even knowing or aware of themselves? Like, hello, where are they? Where are they? Because it's so about being present, and we're seeing more of this now, and it's expanding huge. So it's so important to have a community like this right now, because with so much stuff going on in the world, we need these pockets, because there's going to be more people like, getting, and they'll be fearful of it.
And what's really funny is I know that when we get to Salem, there's going to be people we've never met in person, but it doesn't matter because we know each other so well. And we experienced that in Savannah. I mean, if you've seen any of the pictures from Savannah, where we're all just kind of like chill. I mean, we were sitting at a park bench or we were sitting at lunch, and Laura Keating walked up and she just sat down. I'd never met her before in my whole life. We just talked online, and she sat down and she's like, hey, she gave me a hug, and I'm like, hey, how you doing? It's just family, and they're over here singing "We Are Family," and so they're right.
Group. All right. Well, thank you so much, guys, for your love and support and for being on again. And guys, if you haven't done so already, please go ahead and comment. If you are watching this as a replay, just to hit replay. I'm sorry that this is a part 2, but it is what it is. You'll see both videos on the feed. That's just how we roll. I mean, we're live.
We roll punches. Okay.
All
Thank
right,
you so much for having us on, and we love you, and you're just amazing.
Aw,
Thank you.
thanks, guys. Take care.
All
Good
right.
night.